All right, ladies, gather around because today we are diving into one of the hottest and most talked about new divisions in the NPC and IFBB, the Fit Model Division. Whether you're thinking about stepping on stage, curious about what this division is all about, or just love a good deep dive into all things bodybuilding, this video is for you. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around because we're breaking it all down. First, we're going to look at the NPC and IFBB rules for the Fit Model Division. So no guessing what the judges are looking for. Then we're going to analyze the video NPC News Online put out with Tyler Mannion because let's face it, their insight is gold and it's the authority. And I'll be adding my own extra commentary, of course, to the mix. Next, we'll study photos of past 2015 top bikini pros. Why? Because I want you to see how those body types stack up to the new fit model look. Oh, and we're going to do a comparison of Ashley Kaltwasser's look from back then to now so that you can see the evolution between bikini and fit model physiques. And because pictures only tell half the story, we'll even pull up some stage videos to see these physiques in motion. Oh yeah, baby, you're getting the full experience here. The whole point of this video is to arm you, the potential competitor, with all the knowledge you need to prep for the Fit Model Division the right way. And let me tell you, this is going to be a no fluff expert deep dive, because if there's anyone who knows the women's bodybuilding divisions inside and out, honey, that's me. So let's make this fun, let's make it informative, and let's get you ready to crush it on stage, baby. If this is your first time joining me here, welcome. My name is Roxy Beckles. I'm an IFBB Women's Physique Pro, and I've had the honor of competing at the 2014 Olympia. I know my stuff, and it's my absolute passion to help women who are interested in getting involved in the sport of bodybuilding, no matter what your division, to prep better, train smarter, and eat in a way that keeps their bodies healthy as they thrive in this sport. So before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now because, honey, you do not want to miss the content that I have coming your way. And if you're loving this topic already, give this video a big thumbs up and let me hear from you in the comments. Question of the day: do you plan to compete in the Fit Model Division? What questions do you have about prepping for the show and getting ready? Drop them below and let's have a deeper discussion. Oh, and before we move on, let me tell you about my contest prep crash course. If you're a woman looking to step on stage and you want to do it the smart way, I've got a free ebook for you. Scan the QR code that you see on your screen or click the link in the description below to download it. It's packed with tips on training, dieting, and prepping for any division. And if you're ready to take your contest prep to the next level and you know that you need a coach, honey, guess what? I'm currently accepting new clients for both off-season and contest prep training. Whether you've got 16 or 20 weeks out or your whole year or so out from your next show, let's go ahead and work together to build your physique and to build it its best yet. So scan the QR code that you see on your screen or click the link down below to set up your appointment with me. All right, chicas, grab your notebook because it's time to jump into this deep dive. Let's go. So as promised, we're diving into Tyler Mannion's breakdown of the Fit Model Division. Let me take a moment to share something personal. I first started competing in the figure division back in 2010, and at the time, my more muscular frame fit the criteria really well, and I had great success in that division. But as the sport evolved, the judges began suggesting that I might be an even better fit for a new division they were developing, Women's Physique. In 2012, Women's Physique made its debut, and when it launched, Anya Langer and Sharon Renaud were named as the two prototypes for the division. Now, learning this, I began to study them both. I looked at their physiques, their posing, their stage presence, everything. They became my roadmap for how to train, prep, and present myself for this new category. And it paid off. By 2013, I earned my pro card. And in 2014, I had the honor of competing on the Olympia stage. And it was an incredible journey. Challenging, exciting, and just life-changing. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That's why I'm so excited about the Fit Model Division. Just like Women's Physique was new back then, this division is new now. It's an amazing opportunity for competitors who are ready to step it up, find their place, and maybe even make history. If you've been waiting for your moment, this could be it. All right, enough. Let's go ahead and dive into Tyler's video.
So the purpose of this division is to really create the most entry-level division on our women's side of the sport. Basically, we want to go back for this division. We want the peak look to be what Ashley Kaltwasser looked like when she won the Olympia in 2015.
Now, this part is really important. Tyler uses Ashley Kaltwasser's 2015 Olympia winning look as the benchmark for the Fit Model Division. Now, for those of you who may not know, Ashley's physique during that time was all about balance, toned shoulders, a tight core, and glutes that were firm and full without any extreme detail. For fit model competitors, Ashley is your roadmap. Study her physique, her posing style, and how she carried herself on stage back in 2015.
What we're looking for in this division is obviously less muscle and less development than you would see in the bikini division. Basically, you still need a small amount of muscle that gives nice shape. We're going to be looking for balance between the upper and the lower body, but the conditioning will be less than bikini. We don't want to see even really a slight separation anywhere in the physique.
Now let's unpack what Tyler means by conditioning will be less than bikini, because this part can be a little tricky. When we hear less conditioning, some people might think that means soft or underdeveloped. Well, let me tell you, bodybuilding terms don't always translate literally. You need to still be lean, tight, and firm. You can't be jiggly, can't have visible cellulite, or look untrained. What Tyler means here is that while your muscle definition will be softer than what we see in the current bikini, you still need to present a polished, athletic look. And here's the exciting part. The division creates an incredible opportunity for natural competitors. One of the biggest frustrations I've heard from women over the last few years is this feeling like they have to turn to steroids or other performance-enhancing drugs just to succeed in certain divisions. Fit Model Division won't require that to a degree. You can step on stage with a naturally developed physique built through consistent training, smart nutrition, and hard work, and still be competitive.
We don't want to see roundness and capped delts. We don't want to see etched in midsections from the front. From the back, we're looking for full glutes with no visible tie-in area, okay? But the glutes should still be firm when doing the model walk to the back of the stage. So we still want to see firm glutes and some glute development, but not what we're seeing with, obviously, top-level bikini pros.
This is such a positive step for the sport because it's a space where health and balance take the center stage. You don't have to compromise your body or your values to succeed here. And that's a game changer for so many women who've felt like they didn't have a place in bodybuilding before.
When it comes to the suits, no bling is going to be permitted on the suits. The suits are going to be solid in color. And when it comes to the cut of the bottom of the suits, we want to see moderate coverage on the bottoms, okay? Now, a lot of different suit makers have a lot of different names for their cuts, whether it's the pro cut, the micro cut, the small micro cut, whatever it is. None of those cuts we want to see on stage. We want to see moderate coverage on the bikini bottoms here. Moderate coverage, no bling, and solid in color.
Now let's talk about suits. Tyler makes it clear, no bling, solid colors, and moderate coverage on the bottoms, ladies. Now here's why this is actually a win for competitors. Simplicity saves you money. A fully stoned suit can easily cost upwards of $300 to $1,000, but a simple, well-made suit from Fit Model will cost hundreds less. And let's not forget, this puts the focus back on what really matters, your physique and your stage presence. Work with a suit designer who understands these guidelines and can help you to create a look that's sleek, polished, and stage ready.
If you're doing the Fit Model division, you can only be within that division. Crossovers are allowed within the division, meaning if you want to do true novice, junior, masters, and the open, you can enter multiple of those within the Fit Model division, but you will not be permitted to enter into another division outside of the Fit Model division. So to sum it all up, we're very excited to start this division next year. I think it is something that will bring in more women into the sport. We really want to do this because we want the general public that's interested in fitness to be encouraged to get on stage and not think to themselves that, when they look at top competitors, that it is too hard to attain. So I think this is going to open up a lot of doors inside the fitness industry and the NPC and IFBB Pro League as a whole.
This is where Tyler really captures the heart of what makes this division special. Fit Model is about making the sport more accessible and encouraging for more women to compete. So if you've ever felt like bikini or figure was too extreme for you, this is your moment, girl. And remember, the athletes who succeed in this first season are going to shape the future of this division. The look might evolve over time, but those of you who step up on stage early have a unique opportunity to set the tone. Whether you're looking to turn pro or just want to experience the thrill of competing, this is your chance to help define the Fit Model division. Now that we've unpacked Tyler's insights and talked about how this division is shaping up, it's time to analyze competitors and their physiques. We'll look at photos and videos to see how they align with the Fit Model criteria and what makes them stand out. Before we jump into the breakdown of each competitor, let me explain why we're highlighting these incredible women. These are the top 6 athletes from the 2015 Olympia competing alongside Ashley Kaltwasser, who ultimately claimed the title. Now, why are we looking at them? Because they represent a range of body types that thrived at the highest level of the sport at that time. If you're thinking about stepping into Fit Model, well, these physiques can give you a great sense of what works and where you might see yourself. These women weren't just competitors. They were the absolute best in the world that year. Studying their physiques, their strengths, and their presentation is invaluable. So let's go ahead and dive into what makes each of them stand out. Ashley Kaltwasser is, of course, the reigning queen of this lineup, taking the title at the 2015 Olympia. Now, she's been named the prototype for this division for a reason, which makes her physique the one you need to study closely. So let's go ahead and just break her down. In 2015, Ashley's physique was all about balance. Her abs were visible, but not deeply etched. Her quads showed just enough detail without being overpowering, and her glutes were full, tight, and lifted without showing a clear hamstring tie-in. Now, when you look at her back pose, everything flows perfectly. Her glutes, hamstrings, and back are conditioned, but still feminine. What sets Ashley apart is her ability to hit the stage with a natural athletic look that's still polished and poised. Now, you'll be able to see this clearly when we start taking a look at her posing videos. So for you ladies considering this division, study her presentation, her stage presence, and her balance. Next up is Janet Leog, another standout competitor from 2015. Now, Janet has always been a favorite because her physique screams elegance. She has these long, beautiful lines and a polished presence that can light up a stage. Now let's talk about her shape. Janet's abs are flat and toned, and she's not overly defined, but her midsection still looks tight and athletic. When she turns around to the back, her glutes are full and high, no visible tie-ins. What I love about Janet's look is that it leans more towards the softer side of conditioning, which makes it a great example for those of you who are nervous about being too lean for this division. And one note for Fit Model competitors. Janet's body type showcases how posing and presentation can make or break you. She doesn't flex too hard, which keeps her physique looking soft and approachable. That's something to consider when you're a little bit more on the lean side. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Courtney King. Courtney's look back in 2015 really embodied a more natural and attainable aesthetic, which aligns perfectly with the Fit Model division. Courtney has a natural fullness to her physique. Her shoulders, arms, and legs all show that she trains hard, but nothing is overdeveloped. Her abs are tight and flat, and her glutes are round without showing too much separation. What's so striking about Courtney is her symmetry. From head to toe, everything flows beautifully. And that's what judges are going to be looking for in this division. Ladies, if you have a similar body type, Courtney is someone you need to pay close attention to. Now let's go ahead and move on to India Paulino. India has always been a dominant force in the sport, and her personality shines just as much as her physique. Now, India's look might lean a little more muscular than what Fit Model judges are looking for, especially in her shoulders. And she's got those cap delts that scream hard work in the gym. That being said, India's presentation is what you should study. She knows how to soften her look with posing. When she turns to the back, her glutes are exactly what the judges want. Tight, round, and full, but without overdoing it. India's physique is proof that even if you're naturally more muscular, smart posing can make all the difference. Stacey Alexander is up next, and she's always been a crowd favorite. Stacey has this magnetic stage presence, and you can't help but to watch her when she's up there. Now, physique-wise, Stacey brings a nice balance. She's got a tiny waist, full glutes, and just enough muscles to create an athletic silhouette without stepping into overly muscular territory. She's also very curvy. One thing to note about Stacey is her posing. Now, she is a master at minimizing her shoulders, which are naturally more developed. If you're someone who struggles with having a softer look up top, Stacey's posing is a masterclass in how to work with your body rather than against it. And finally, we have Narmin Assria. Narmin is one of the more petite competitors in this lineup, and that's what makes her such an excellent example for those of you in the shorter height classes. She has a compact, tight frame with great proportions. Narmin's abs are slightly more developed, but she balances that with soft, clean lines in her glutes and legs. So if you're a petite athlete, Narmin's physique shows how to make the most out of your frame. And her posing is just very straightforward and elegant, and she's letting her physique do the talking without overcomplicating things. Now let's go back to Ashley Kaltwasser and take a closer look at how her physique has evolved from 2015 to her recent showing at the 2024 Olympia, where she placed second. I've created a side-by-side comparison to help us to really break this down. In 2015, Ashley's physique was the epitome of balance and femininity. Her shoulders were beautifully rounded without being capped. Her midsection was tight with a slight hint of separation in the abs, and her glutes were full and lifted without a visible tie-in. She had just enough conditioning to highlight her athleticism without losing that approachable softness. Now, fast forward to 2024, and you can see how much the bikini division has evolved. Ashley's shoulders are now more capped, creating a dramatic shoulder to waist ratio. Her glutes, which were softer and rounder in 2015, now have a clear tie-in and significantly more development. The back pose shows a pronounced V taper thanks to fuller lats and a tighter waist. Her quads and hamstrings are also more defined, which is a clear shift towards the current standards in bikini. This comparison really highlights the difference between the look of bikini then versus now. Now, in 2015, Ashley's physique was balanced, athletic, and fit, the perfect prototype for the current fit model division. The 2024 version, while still stunning, reflects the increased muscle mass and sharper condition required in bikini today. For fit model competitors, the takeaway here is clear. The division is bringing us back to a more natural, attainable look. Now, before we get into the final breakdown of Ashley's posing at the 2014 New York Pro, I want to emphasize why video analysis is so crucial for competitors. I mean, pictures give you that perfect snapshot in time, but videos tell the real story. They reveal how the body moves, how transitions flow between poses, and how a competitor holds their shape under the bright lights of the stage. When you're watching video footage, you're seeing more than just the physique. You're seeing the presentation, the energy, and the confidence that makes someone stand out. For fit model competitors especially, this is key because this division values balance, elegance, and movement. So it's critical to study how top athletes carry themselves on stage. It's not just about hitting a pose. It's about how you move into it, how you hold it, and how you make it effortless. Now let's take a closer look at Ashley's performance at the 2014 New York Pro to see this in action. Who would have known that at the 2014 New York Pro, Ashley Kaltwasser would bring a look that is the blueprint for the fit model division just 11 years later. I mean, talk about history maker. It's no wonder she's one of the most decorated bikini pros in 2025, having over 30 pro show wins, a record number. Now, watching her on stage, you immediately see why she is one of the most dominant competitors in bikini. So let's go ahead and break this down. From the moment Ashley steps on stage, her confidence is undeniable. She moves with purpose, flowing seamlessly between her poses. And there's no rushing, there's no overthinking, just a calm, assured presence that captivates the judges and the audience. In her front pose, you'll notice her abs are flat and smooth. There's no deep etching or just extreme conditioning, just tight and toned midsection that highlights just all of her hard work. Again, her shoulders are rounded, just enough to create balance with her waist, but remain soft and not capped or overly developed. You can really see it here. This is what Fit Model is all about. Everything working in harmony without one area overpowering another. Now, as Ashley transitions into her back pose, take a look at her glutes. They're full, firm, and rounded. Again, no harsh tie-ins or striations. And this is exactly what Tyler Mannion was describing when he said the Fit Model Division is looking for that softer, fuller look. And even from the back, Ashley's physique is all about that balance and flow. Everything goes seamlessly from the glutes to her legs, and her overall presentation is effortless. This is exactly what you want to embody in your own presentation when you're focusing on what to bring to the stage when it comes to the Fit Model Division. And that brings us to the end of this deep dive into the Fit Model Division. From breaking down the judging criteria to analyzing these photos and videos, honey, you know I covered everything. And I just hope that it prepares you and makes you feel excited for this new category. I hope it just inspires you and just gives you a clear picture of what it takes to succeed. If you're ready to take the stage, don't forget to download my free Conscious Prep Crash Course by scanning the QR code that you see right now on your screen or clicking that link down below. And if you're looking for a coach, honey, come on, let's go ahead and work together. Let me guide you to your best, whether you're off season or in prep. Let's go ahead and help you to get ready to step on that stage. And if you're just getting started in the sport, I put together this playlist with some of my best tips to help you to prep and win your next show. Go ahead and check this out, and I'll see you over there.